Hi everyone, it's Becky here. So welcome to another new video here on my YouTube channel. And today I'm going to Granville Island with my mom. And we took the number 50 bus from downtown Vancouver to get to Granville Island. Yeah, and it's another beautiful day here in Vancouver. And here we are looking at these beautiful shops on Granville Island. Here is this little art supply store selling mostly acrylic paints. And they also have handmade sketchbooks made in Germany, like these ones here. And here's the look of the prices. So over the past many years, I've been to Granville Island so many times, but I think I've never been to this cluster of lovely shops here on this side of the island. And there's a really nice kitchen store. I love all the cups, dishes, utensils. These are adorable. Yeah, lovely stuff here. Yeah. And this one is a hat store. These are the cute hats for kids. And there are actually a lot more shops in this little building. Look at these lovely necklace pieces. You can make your own necklaces here in this shop. Yeah, a lot of lovely choices to build your own necklaces and bracelets. Here I'm outside this beautiful bookstore. Now I really want to go in. And yeah, I just feel like flipping open all of these books. The titles are so attractive. This one is a beautifully illustrated book about Paris. Like all the shops in Paris, maps. And they also have a lot of nice picture books, graphic novels. So we'll flip open this one. Yeah, nicely illustrated. So I met this artist many years ago in an urban sketching meetup somewhere in Vancouver, and she's a very nice lady. And she's very good at capturing beauty in the mundane everyday. And Studio Ghibli books. And I think I have this one at home that I bought some years ago. Ain't no use to sit and wonder why, babe, if you don't know by now. Now I'm walking into the public market to grab lunch and coffee. So the market is not too busy on a weekday like this. And I usually don't visit Granville Island in July and August when it's the tourism peak season. So even on a weekday in the summer, it's going to be really busy in here. So I'm going to grab a German-style hot dog from this favorite place. And their hot dogs are really good with grilled onions and sauerkraut. And then I'm going to grab my favorite caramel macchiato from this cafe. Now I'm back at this little market building. So before enjoying my hot dog, I'm going to sketch it as usual. Playing with yellow ochre and yellow ochre mixing with orange and brown, wet into wet. So this is actually a vegetarian sausage because it's vegetarian day in our family today, and we're going meatless for the day. And I also put some relish on it, ketchup. Yeah, very tasty. And giving the bread bun another layer of brown shade. That's it. Here's the look of my quick sketch. Really nice hot dog. And after enjoying my meal, I'm ready to sketch the bookstore in front of me. I really want to include this man reading in the corner. His outfit is really classical. And this bookstore seems to be loved by so many people. I can always see people walking in there, staying for a while. Yeah, it's a really nice oasis for people to slow down in this busy or even chaotic world. So reading books in today's world, I think in all times, is really to slow down and communicate with the smartest people who have ever lived in this world. doing a bit of mixed media using this purple pencil crayon to draw these pipes that are less important but still as supporting elements. Here's the look of my finished line drawing. Now I'm ready to do the underpainting using diluted yellow ochre. Yeah, for the entire sketch. Again, the function is to unify everything together. Nice and cozy. And then I just painted the skin color for the man, the wooden door frames using yellow to darker brown. These leaves are pretty muted yellow-green, and it's mostly yellow ochre mixing with a little bit of hooker's green. Higher ratio of hooker's green to shade the leaves a bit. I can also see some red berries among the leaves. I'm continuing to use the red to paint some red and orange book covers, and most book covers are like in darker shades. Painting the man's outfit, I think his jacket was like turquoise blue. Using cobalt blue to shade here and there. And the pants using good water control for at least 2 different levels of dark indigo. Here's the look of my finished sketch. And after Granville Island, me and my mom were picking up her travel visa for our upcoming Europe trip. Now we're on the bus home. So beautiful sunset over Fraser River. Yeah, so me and my mom are traveling somewhere in Europe this coming spring break. So stay tuned. And it's Chinese New Year's Eve. So I'm going for dim sum lunch with my parents at this Chinese restaurant in Richmond. This year is the year of the horse. It's our first time eating at this restaurant, and here's our order. Yeah, most of our order, really nice food. And we went grocery shopping afterwards at a nearby Chinese supermarket. So today is also a provincial holiday, Family Day here in BC. So yeah, a lot of people are out here. So a lot of fancy snack gift packages to choose. Yeah, all kind of things. So here's our leftover dim sum from lunch. And I want to sketch the turtle bread and the steamed buns in orange shapes. Yeah, very adorable design. So the turtle is a symbol of longevity in the Chinese culture. And yeah, I'm just getting these big shapes in first for each turtle bun. And then I'll move on to depicting the crust details in the next step. So the crust is kind of like a predictable pattern, kind of like a pineapple. I'm starting with these parallel loose lines, yeah, in the same direction. And then the other direction intersecting. I'm keeping the lines really loose because these are organic cracks. And this type of bread bun is also called the pineapple bun because the crust is kind of like the pineapple pattern. Yeah, same idea for this bun's texture of cracks. So doing these parallel lines in the same direction first, and then the other direction. And yeah, for all of these buns, the pattern is the same, but not identical in exact lines and shapes. And now I'm drawing the contour outline of the dish. Yeah, it's our own dish. So instead of drawing these in a takeout box, I think it's better to put them in our own dish. The brim, yeah, it's kind of like a floral shape. And the height of the dish. Now I'm drawing the steamed buns in orange shapes. It's much easier. Yeah, just circular outline, and these are cilantro leaves on top. Yeah, some more cilantro leaves. Oranges in the Chinese culture, they stand for good luck. And here's do. And also, yeah, so my mom helped me to put the buns in the butter dish. The shape of the dish is also kind of like a flower, suggesting the brim, and also the scallop texture on the inside. And now it's time to have fun painting. So I'm using mostly cadmium yellow, mixing a slight bit of orange into it for a bit of gradation. And I think this crust is made of milk powder mixed with some egg yolk and some sugar. For the first layer of the actual bread area, I'm using very diluted yellow ochre for the lightest tone that I observe. While waiting for that to dry, I'm painting the first layer of the orange-shaped bun using yellow-orange and then red-orange to shade the left side of these buns because the window is on the right. Yeah, the left side is shaded. Now I'm working on layer 2 of the turtle shell area using a bit less diluted yellow-orange, and that's cadmium yellow mixing with a little bit orange. And I think I also mixed in a tiny bit of burnt sienna into the yellow-orange mixture for these deeper shades. And I feel like the shade could be stronger and richer, so yeah, there's a third layer. Now it's time to shade the bread area. So this one is like an orange-brown color, mixing burnt sienna with a little bit orange and yellow ochre. Not too diluted. Yet another quick layer, so the color is richer and denser. So I'm just putting on this yellow-brown, clean my brush on the towel, and just gently rub in. So it's blending with the previous layer, wet on dry. And I just shaded the first layer of these dishes using very diluted blue-violet. And a bit water control here for gradation. Now I'm using leftover green, which is mostly hooker's green, to paint the cilantro leaves. Now I want to shade these orange-shaped buns using the shade of orange. And this is the mix of permanent violet, yeah, just a little bit, mixed into orange. So the shape of the shaded area is kind of like a crescent on the left side of these little spherical shapes. And yeah, we have to be brave shading something that's yellow and orange. And yeah, this is the shading tone that's supposed to be looking kind of brownish. Now I want to shade the bread a little bit deeper. This is mostly burnt sienna with a little bit of orange and a tiny bit of permanent violet in it. Yeah, so this type of brown is shaded but still appetizing, not overly shaded. And I want to use the same color to shade the next layer of the turtle shell area. Yeah, a bit higher contrast. Just painting the floral shapes on these dishes. Now it's time to paint the shadows pushing the pastries upwards. I'm mixing cobalt blue with permanent violet. And just shade it really boldly, especially wrapping around the edges of these buns. The shadow is very deep. These turtle buns are also giving shadows onto one another. And continuing to use blue violet, starting lightly, and then blending on a deeper shade of blue violet for the steamed ones. And then their shadows, yeah, the same recipe of cobalt blue mixing with permanent violet. Beautiful shadow colors with high saturation. Now I'm having herbal tea with my parents. And I think it's a good idea to include a cup of drink here with the dim sums. So I'm drawing my cup of tea. And yeah, the color of the tea is very lightly tinted. So I'm using very diluted yellow ochre to start with, using leftover blue violet to shade the white cup. Here comes to do again. And this herbal tea is mostly dandelions. And it's nice to have dandelion tea to flush the body after having greasy lunch, which is a treat. Now I'm painting the background using this orange red, mixing orange with permanent red, same color for these flowers on the cup. And a little outline there. Grabbing some leftover green to glaze over the yellow ochre. Yeah, so that's more like green tea or herbal tea. Now it's time to enjoy the dim sum, and Dudu, I think he doesn't want this. Now he's leaving. This bun is filled with custard and it's yummy with tea. Here's a look of my finished sketch. So thank you so much for watching this video, everyone. I will see you again in the next vlog video very soon. Bye.